Hi, I'm Nixie, and today, in celebration of the fact it is this channel's 1 year anniversary, I'm going to be making a mini-me. Now, I've not done much doll modding before, so I thought let's try and keep this as simple as possible. Therefore, for the head donut, I'm going to use this doll. So this is a BMR 1959 doll, and I picked her because we've got some blonde hair and we've got blue eyes, so it felt the nearest match I could find to me. So here we are out the box. Now, if I was going to do a reroute, which I'm just not quite sure I'm up to that yet in my skill level, I would go for this darker blonde hair rather than the light. But for the fact she has this darker blonde, I think we can make it work for me. She also does have curly hair, but I've got wavy hair, so I think by the time I've brushed this hair out, it'll probably take away some of the curls and just leave more of a wave, so I think that's going to work. Now, facially, like I said, she's got blue eyes, so I won't have to try redo with the eyes. But I am, however, going to remove the lipstick because she's got quite a sort of peachy tone, whereas I think I've got more of a sort of pinky red tone. And these eyebrows, if I'm honest, I've never really liked these eyebrows on this doll, and I don't have quite as bushy eyebrows, so I need to remove those and try and make them a bit thinner. So that's going to be my challenge today because I have never tried to repaint a doll face, so we're going to see how this goes. So to remove the eyebrows and lips, I'm going to be using this 100% pure acetone and a little cotton bud. The lips I don't think should be too bad. The eyebrows, they are quite close to her eyelashes, so I am going to try and take my time and be careful to just remove the eyebrows and not get any of her eye. So let's get that done. So here she is, and I managed to remove her eyebrows and her lips. It actually came off really easily, so I was pleased by that. And I think I did manage to get the eyebrows off without ruining her eyes at all, so all good. Now, before I try and do any painting on her face, which I am pretty nervous about, I do need to swap her head. You see, this is a tall doll, and I am certainly not tall. Honestly, I'm probably about 5'1" on a good day, so I'm going petite. I mean, I was tempted to try and find a normal body, but let's not lie about this, I'm going petite. And Gloria here is going to be the body donor. See, Gloria, it wasn't just for the clothes I bought her, I did actually have the thought that she really has a alright skin match with this doll. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either, so we're gonna attempt it. So let's get some hot water. So I've put both of them into a plastic bag and put them into hot water. I'm just going to leave them there for a little bit to soften their heads up so that hopefully they'll be easy to remove and swap onto the other body. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to get this off. Now her head's just a little bit softer. Come on. Come on. Nearly. Right, there's one. Right, and there's two. A little bit wonky there, but there we go. I think we're alright. It's not a perfect match. It's probably a bit more yellow tone the head and a bit more pink tone the body, but I don't think it's going to look too bad. Okay, so now my mini-me is an appropriate height. I will attempt to paint her face, and like I said, I'm a bit nervous by this because I've never attempted painting a Barbie face before, and I'm a bit wary about my artistic skills when it comes to painting. For the lips, I've got this red colour. I am going to tone it down with some white, but when I was at Hobbycraft looking at all the paints, this just had the right sort of tone to it. So I thought I'd try with it. So yeah, white paint, this paint, and some gloss Mod Podge. Gonna have a go at it and see what happens. Then for the eyebrows, I've just got a brown paint. Well, like I said, see what happens. I did think I had some matte Mod Podge, but I can't seem to find it, so I might just try putting this on as is and hoping for the best. Now, please forgive me, I am going to do this off camera. Like I said, I'm a bit anxious by it anyway, because not something I've done before, and I just want to get really up close to her face so I can be as careful as possible. So this is her now, and hopefully when you see her again, it'll be a bit more like me. Okay, so here she is. It's not perfect by any means, but I think for a first attempt, we'll take it. Her lips, they are a bit darker than I would ideally want, but we can live with that. But next, we need to cut some of this hair, which always just, it seems wrong, but you know what? We are gonna make some cuts. Okay, so quite a bit of hair later, this is where we are at. Now I'd say my hair's probably just a touch shorter. I was worried I was going to get a bit too like snip happy and go too far. So I think that's not too bad. I might trim it up a little bit later. I did put it in some water just to make it easier to brush with all those curls. So when it's dried, I will see how she looks. She definitely has more voluminous hair than me. Like those curls gave her so much body. My hair's really fine, so it's wavy but quite flat, really. But we're here now, and we can't just keep her in this robe, we need some clothes. So from Etsy, I got this long sleeve top and sleeveless top in blue, because I've got similar items in my wardrobe. These came from an Etsy seller called I Sew for Doll, and they even came with this little free gift of some blue hair clips, which is so sweet. Then from AliExpress, I bought this pair of black trousers. They velcro in the front and have little belt loops, which are cute. I think these may be more for the standard size Barbie than a petite, but I think they'll work. And then finally from eBay, I got this little zip up hooded top, which it does seem very me. I certainly do own black hoodies. I do always have zip-up ones though, never like pullover ones, so I did have to find one with a cute little zip. But at least that way she's got some options. You could just wear a vest top in the summer, a bit cooler in like autumn where we are now. We've got a long sleeve top, and then could always do vest top with hoodie over the top of it. Like I said, I like some options. This is her first ever wardrobe items. So we need to try and go for things that I'm likely to wear. Okay, so it's actually a really nice fit, this top. It goes all the way down to the wrists, which is a must for me. I'm not a big fan of 3/4. Now the trousers, they are a bit loose, but once you've put the top sort of over them, it's not too bad looking. Now these trousers are very cute. They do have little working pockets. Can't really fit my finger in there because they're quite small, but like I said, I love like extra details. It's always nice. So this is the first look. Here's the second look with the sleeveless top. Now both this top and the other one, it just has a little velcro, and I found it easier to get it on sort of pulling it upwards than trying getting it over her head, just because of sort of the more narrow width. And here is the third look with the hoodie. Now the sleeves were a bit of a pain to get her hands through, but I managed it. And they're possibly a little bit long, so maybe more for a standard Barbie, but not too noticeably. And like I said, because the hands are a pain to get on, they're not going to be slipping down too much. And then for shoes, I've got these Barbie ankle boots. So ideally, I'd like to find some black trainers, because that would be most like me. But for now, I think these will do. So for final touches, I'm going to give her some earrings, so stud in each, and one of my ears I do have a helix piercing, so I'll attempt that. Okay, so I'm just going to use a pin. This is actually the first time I've ever pierced my Barbie's ears, so hopefully we'll be alright. And just try and... Alright, there's one ear. And there's the other ear. So, need to pierce this ear for the helix. Weirdly, it feels like it should be that ear. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at it and like it's that ear for me, like as I'm facing her. So I don't know. I will do it on the correct ear, but for some reason it just feels like it'd be more aesthetically pleasing this side. Okay, there we go, not too bad. So these are all just pins that I cut down, and I did loop my hoop using this tool. So again, a pin just curved around, and I actually think that's not looking too bad. Okay, so I wasn't really happy with the lips, so I've changed them. Wiped them off, the old ones, they were just too dark, and I used the red paint Mod Podge and got rid of the white paint. And to be honest, I'm happier with the colour now. So that's better. I also, if you can see, added some freckles. I just felt she was looking a bit old. As someone who's often been told that I look young for my age, it just felt wrong that she was looking old. I did also trim the hair a little bit more. Like I said, you just start getting snip happy and just keep trimming more and more. But I think I'm okay with her now. I think I'm okay. I'd say overall my only issue is she's got sort of more of an oval face, whereas I've got more of a round face. But we can't have everything. And I appreciate, as you haven't actually seen what I look like, you are having to take my word for all of this. But I think she's not looking a too bad representation of me, and honestly, if I wanted to lie, I would have made something a bit more interesting than blonde hair, blue eye Barbie. Let's switch to celebration mode, as the channel is 1 year old, and she has brought cake. Welcome to the channel, little Nixie. We will look forward to seeing what the next year brings. But I do want to say a big thank you to you for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you did like this video, please do hit thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, please do subscribe. And I'll see you all soon.